कलाकार में कल को आकार दूं, यही तो मेरा धर्म, मेरी दूसरी कोई जात ना. I've been sort of obsessed with these lines since, of course, the trailer came out. But I also feel that it so aptly describes you, because I think as an artist, what you're doing and what you continue to do shows the kind of passion that you've put in. Your thoughts on that?
Yes, Rudro, you are absolutely right about that, and that's why those are my favorite lines from Asli Hip Hop, written by my brother Nitin Mishra, aka Spitfire. What? Oh, what? Coming straight out of MP. What? Angare bhai chire lai. I'm so happy and proud.
Yeah.
This kid from Madhya Pradesh, 19 years old, the kind of emotional depth and true kalakari. Who writes like that, man? Kalakar mein kal ko aakar दूं, yahi hai mera dharma, meri dusri koi jaat na. Man, every line in that is so potent. You know, the thoughts in that so potent, so heartfelt. But this line really resonates with me, because that's what I am, that's who I am, and that's what I believe. That is me. कलाकार में कल को आकार दूं, यही है मेरा धर्म, मेरी दूसरी कोई जात ना. Wow. Yes, you could not be more right in saying that is descriptive of me.
It looks like the era of Ranveer Singh. I mean, of course it does. You have to, I mean, look at the start and of course ending with Simba. And then of course you start 2019 by literally dropping another book called Gully Boy. But I think you continue to make brave choices. Like when just thought, acha, you know, masala movie hai, now that's the direction, you just, you know, something else comes by like that. You know, you must be a little overwhelmed.
A little overwhelming it is, because I don't expect it. I didn't expect 2018 to turn out the way it did. It's been an absolutely incredible year, unprecedented. Maybe I didn't expect it because I really do try as much as possible not to concern myself with the result of films. You know, I've always maintained this. That's not to say that one shouldn't celebrate the success when it happens, because it has happened in the past that there's been a success and then I haven't really celebrated it, and then that moment passes. So now I celebrate it, and my meaning, a celebration, by celebrating it, what do I do to celebrate is that I go to the cinema halls to watch the film with the audience, because Simba is that kind of film where you know, the audience reaction is there for you to witness that kind of joy that you get out of witnessing the audience connect with the film and with the character and react firsthand. I don't have words to explain the kind of joy I feel when I do that. That's why I keep going back to the theaters. I can't get enough of it. Two of my biggest successes on the back of each other in the same year. It's pretty stupendous. Khilji also was a massive payoff for me. And in fact, there was such an avalanche of praise after Khilji. I started questioning myself. I was like, bro, is this as good as it gets? You know?
This is my best. Like that?
Yeah, I always go to the halls to watch the films. I went to watch Padmavat also. In the second half, when Khalli Balli used to happen, they used to be like clapping and all. When he starts dancing, they were whistling. When he kills his cousin, they're like cheering. I was like, ye to villain hai. I was just coming from a break, so I have had a moment to breathe, finally, after having worked non-stop. Finally, I had a second to apply the brakes and really soak in the moment, as opposed to, you know, being
going after another one.
Constant sprint. And it kind of hit me. I was like, man, this is really good. This is what I had always hoped and wished for and endeavored towards, is this kind of versatility. That you have an Alauddin Khilji, Simba in the same year, and right after that, Murad and Gully Boy. It's like, you know, because that's been my endeavor. Now, touch wood, I I think that I've established sufficiently this notion in a certain section of the audience that when they see my name or my face attached to a film, they are assured of, you know,
certain quality.
dare I say, yeah, a certain quality, a certain, you know.
I agree.
They'll be like an audience. That's how an audience thinks, yeah. You know, they're like, "Acha, iski picture hai, achhi hi hogi." You know, and that's very valuable. I hold that very dearly.
What you brought in was relatability. A lot of people was like, you know, oh, I want to be like him. Also because you're very real in terms of how you presented yourself to your fans or to people. That is also why you also became internet's favorite child, right? Like, they love you. Was that something that you consciously did?
One thing that my mentor, Mr. Aditya Chopra, told me, stayed with me. He said, you really have a very strong personality, you know. So you ought to engage with people, you know. Don't be away and don't be aloof, because it is one of your strengths. You as a person, there are many actors who are great actors, but they're not really, you can't call them, he's not people's person. You know, he said, you are. And that's your strength, it's your strong suit. Your personality is a people's personality, and you ought to engage people. That said, I didn't necessarily jump on the social media bandwagon immediately. You know, I came to Twitter late, I came to Instagram late. I've always been late because I'm always wary, you know, of putting too much of yourself out there. That balance is
necessity.
I'm present on social media, but my usage is also balanced, you know. I don't do too many live stories or anything. I'm not telling you, I'm not taking you to the bathroom with me, you know. So there's sort of like a selective balance there as well.
Even then you've broken internet, by the way, a lot of times. I'm sure you're aware of it. So, do you remember the last time you broke internet?
No, when?
Your marriage memes and Deepika Ranveer memes are very famous. That's, I'm sure. I don't know if you've seen it. Our fashion memes. You have to see. Tell me you're really not aware of it.
Of course I'm aware of it, yeah.
Because you're embarrassingly smiling.
No, I'm aware of it. Sometimes some of my stunts, you know, what do they say? Antics. The antics is just Keedagiri, man. It's like,
but it's fun.
It's just all that Keedagiri. It's just Keedagiri. It's nothing else. It's Suleimani Keeda kaatta hai aur aadmi karta hai. So some of those have been very interesting. Like when they go viral, I'm like, really? Wow, people got a lot of time because I'm just around. I'm really just around. Like, where did it start? Significantly.
Do you remember when it started? I know one instance where it started. When you went on the streets.
Yeah, that's somewhere there.
Around the time.
Yeah. That was one.
Yeah.
The roast was one.
The roast was one.
That eye to eye was one.
Eye to eye was one.
I don't know.
Then your Switzerland.
Yeah. Sometimes in Switzerland, these masti I do in Switzerland. You know how it comes about. I can't even tell you. I'm like, it has a lot of. I think other people are to blame. Like Hrithik Roshan is to blame. It was his bang bang challenge. Hrithik Roshan sent me a birthday wish. He was like, "You're a great performer, but you can't perform like Tahir Shah." That was how eye to eye happened.
Just like sort of
Chabi, you know, and Nitasha, my stylist, has a lot to do with it because we went to Switzerland and I'm like, "Kal kahan ja rahe hain?" And they showed me a photo. They're like, "Oh wow, itna classic hai ye. It looks like that Dar ka." And I was like, "You bring a costume, it'll be fun. We'll do some masti." And she bought it literally in less than a day. I don't know what she did, but she bought it. Now it's there. So I wore it, did some masti put out on the internet, boom, viral. It's every instance that this thing that you speak of has happened. This virality that I'm so prone to is just masti kidagiris happened out of nothing and nowhere and not my own doing.
But whatever it is, Ranveer, absolutely entertaining. I mean, I think they are my favorites. I think someone being
roast also not my. I didn't. मेरी गलती नहीं है यार. मैंने नहीं किया. They came to me and they said, "Boss, it's for charity." I was like, "Charity, let's do it," and then see what happened. So yeah, it's not me.
Thank you, Ranveer. I have really enjoyed because it also gives me a little analysis of how you choose your films, and it's great. Thank you once again. And this will be the rise and rise of Mr. Ranveer Singh.
Do it. Dab.
Kalakari. But thank you once again, Ranveer. Really had fun. Thank you.